This is a 5,000-year-old utensil and you're still using it like this. Okay, I'm not judging anyone for how they decide to use chopsticks, but there is an optimal way to use them. In my opinion, if you want to keep using chopsticks like this or like this, it would probably be much easier to use a fork. But to my fellow lovers of learning, in this video I'll be teaching you how to use chopsticks and we'll be learning some fun facts while we're at it. First, let's get you set up. Once you have your chopsticks, we're gonna get one chopstick with our dominant hand and hold it like a pencil. Depending on the length of the chopstick, I like to hold it at 1/3 of the chopstick from the top. This will be the articulating chopstick or the moving chopstick. Next, we're just gonna slide our second chopstick between the webbing of our thumb and have it rest near the tip of our ring finger. This will be our stationary chopstick. And there we have it. All you need to do now is practice articulating the moving chopstick so you can firmly grip whatever you're eating. Chopsticks have actually been used for over 5,000 years, originating in China, with the first examples discovered in the Henan province. The use of chopsticks spread across Asia, and now each country has their own variation of them. Yep, that's right, there isn't just one style of chopsticks. I only have Korean style chopsticks at home, which are made out of metal and are flat. These chopsticks that are made out of metal are more durable and are more hygienic because they're so easy to wash. As for the reason why they're flat, we don't know exactly, but judging by the shape and the usage of less materials, may just mean it's simply more efficient to make. It actually also makes kimchi and banchan really easy to pick up. From country to country, chopsticks take different shapes and forms. Chinese chopsticks tend to be longer and thicker than other styles. Whenever I get to use Chinese chopsticks, I notice they're squared and have tapered, pointed tips. This is at least if they're made out of wood or bamboo. If they're made out of plastic or melamine, the tips are often blunt. If you ever go to a Chinese restaurant, you're more likely to find these melamine chopsticks because just like the metal Korean chopsticks, they're durable and easier to clean. But bamboo chopsticks are more likely to be found in homes. In Japan, chopsticks have circumferential grooves at the eating end, which prevents food from slipping. They also tend to be sharp and pointed, making it easier to dissect fish and seafood. Traditionally, they're also made out of wood or bamboo. Now, I can't go over all the details I want to in this single video, but if there's something you'll want to learn more about, let me know in the comments below. Before we wrap up, I also wanted to debunk some myths about chopsticks. First is that not all Asians use chopsticks. Many Asian cultures use chopsticks as their primary eating utensil, but in some countries like Thailand, they only use chopsticks for the food that needs it. Otherwise, they use spoons and forks. In countries like India and the Philippines, people commonly use their hands when dining. Secondly, is that you don't need to eat every single thing using chopsticks. Just because you're eating Asian food, it doesn't mean you need to use chopsticks to eat rice or soup. Like I said earlier, just make it easier for yourself. Using chopsticks isn't just a skill to impress, but if you find yourself preferring chopsticks as a primary eating utensil, just use it when you need it. Lastly, I know I started the video off talking about the improper use of chopsticks, but I want to debunk the idea of disrespect surrounding their use. You may see a bunch of videos online telling you about how or how not to use chopsticks, what's respectful and what's disrespectful, videos telling you not to rub your chopsticks together or to clean them at restaurants, or not to grip them in the non-standard way, or even that certain gestures and mannerisms using chopsticks is an extreme offense. With all this being said, I'm just gonna get out there and say, at the end of the day, no one cares. No one cares. Especially if you're a foreigner to a specific culture, you're bound to make mistakes that weren't taught to you previously. And that's okay. However, I do encourage you to be open when learning about the culture of chopsticks in different countries, and to be open about learning their cultures in general. Taboos in some cultures may be insignificant in others. So if you really want to show respect, or if you know you'll be finding yourself in formal dining situations, I encourage you to learn and observe the etiquette of that specific culture. Well, that's all about chopsticks for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not, welcome back. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below on what you want to learn next. This was Curious Kiddo. Until next time, eat well.